Wah, 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 wah. Bro, I can't believe I got a shiny at Niagara Falls. But that's crazy.
Niagara Shine.
Also, I
I
wanted to
did
tell
too.
you that on Switch 2, I played Scarlet and Violet for a bit. It was so enjoyable. Actually, actually playable. Fantastic.
What? What?
And I feel like it's almost pay to win because you get so many extra encounters. I played it for less than half an hour. I just wanted to see how the performance was. And I wanted to go to each of the like laggiest areas in the game, like the lag tree thicket and the area 0 and the underdepths and the that
Oh,
big lake. And I went to all of those places. Oh, and the Blueberry Academy, because that place can be very leggy too. Oh
there are
my
people
god.
there.
It's so playable. And I got 7 shinies
Oh my
in
god.
less than half an hour. No sandwich, just shiny charm. It's crazy. Sometimes you'll turn and just the sheer number of Pokemon that are on screen will shock you. Because I spawned, I didn't see anything in front of me, I turned to my right, and there's like 30 Pokemon. I'm like, holy shit! It scared me.
Damn. And the draw distance?
The draw distance is much bigger for Pokemon spawns, not for like the grass. The grass still spawns at the same
Normal
radius.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can definitely see the grass still popping up, but the Pokemon can be out there, man. It's a little scary in terms of shinies, but clearly that's nothing to worry about since I got 7 and I didn't miss any of them.
7
Crazy.
shinies.
Absolutely crazy.
36 stab wounds.
36 what?
Stab wounds.
Stab wounds?
Yep. You don't know that Detroit becomes human thing?
No.
You're sad.
I am sad. I am actually crying. I'm just crying right now.
Oh! Switch? We got a switch? Just now?
We got a switch? Yep, I'm
Switch?
just crying. I changed my username.
I knew it. I become Cave Snot.
What the hell are you saying?
My new username becomes Cave Snot.
Oh yeah, there's the mill tank. There's the mill tank! Did I accidentally KO the mill tank?
Come over. I have to show you my cool photo.
Did I KO the mill tank? I didn't KO it, but I did damage it. What's wrong with me? That was an accident.
What's wrong with
Alright, what are we working on? Garchomp. Per Ugly. Agile Style.
Frame rate of Braviary is
My Mantike is completed. I need to evolve it, though. How do I evolve my Mantike? Togekiss is also Agile Style and Moonblast. Who else do we have? Blissey? Oh, I'm done with Strong Style, so I just need to use Draining Kiss and Double Edge, and then we're done with Blissey. Okay. Speaking of, hi Blissey. Here you go. Go on out. I think that's the Master Ball. Okay, that should be it.
Before your stream starts.
Oh, it's already started. I just started it.
Oh! I can't. It's already started?
I can hang on. I can mute you and me. Or do you just want? Can I just mute you?
I was just gonna say something about the political climate.
All right. Well, you can say that on my stream if you're comfortable. Otherwise, I'll just mute us.
Have you heard about the stuff in California?
I have. I've seen. Ashley just showed me a video of it.
Actually, showed you a video of it?
Yep.
Yeah, I watched the video of it with Hope yesterday.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's actually a big protest coming up on Hope's graduation party day on Saturday, and I'm considering going instead of
In
the
Seattle?
party. Yeah.
Since in Seattle I've been seeing a push for that on my on that what was Instagram feed, I think.
Yeah, on IG.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It knows where I live, apparently.
Yeah, they all do. All those fucking services know. I realized that when I moved here. Ashley, as soon as we moved here, Ashley started getting, she started getting recommendations on TikTok on like what to do in Austin or what to do in Washington.
Yeah, honestly, every place I've gone, anytime I move around, it does the same thing. Even in New York, I started getting New York ads, and then in
Jeez.
Springfield, it takes like a day at least.
Yeah.
But then it does eventually start changing them.
Dragon Claw and Outrage. Okay. Strong style, Dragon Claw and Outrage. Yeah, they're just so they don't even care about like keeping it I like hiding it at all. They're just so like obvious with it.
Very. I mean, I guess that's how they get you.
Yeah, I have a feeling like in this case, I think the knowledge has actually hurt us because people were like, oh my gosh, like all these places, all these companies and the government, they're all tracking like our location data and stuff. And because we all know that, now all the companies are like, oh, well, everyone's already expecting us to do this anyway, so they don't, let's just do it and be blatant about it. They already know. Who cares? Yeah.
Rude. Rude of them.
How rude.
Oh man, I meant to get a screen protector for my phone because I keep finding little scratches from nowhere.
From nowhere?
I don't even drop my phone that much. It's just, I guess, pocket wear. It's very disturbing.
I think you drop your phone a lot.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Every night, you throw it on the ground. Fall asleep with it in your hand, drop it on the ground. Yep.
No.
It's like your nightly routine. Oh my gosh, it's an Alpha Magikarp! Hello, Alpha Magikarp.
Alpha.
He's so big and his eyes are so red. Yeah, my camera's off. Can I turn it back on? Hey.
Wait, I already became the champion?
Don't freeze. You became the champion?
I was wondering if I beat this game already, and looks like I have. Oh god, no. I didn't mean to fight you.
I don't know what other moves there are. I can't read them.
There's no way I'm winning this battle.
Okay, hang on. Can I switch to something like a screen that has bigger... Oh, there we go. Holy... Okay, so I have Secret Power, Moonlight, and Confuser. I could do Secret Power, I guess. And then return... There we go. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have a use for these, finally. I haven't even taken the wrist straps out of the package for the Switch 2, because I've never used the Switch 2 Joy-Cons on their sides yet. But when I go up
Huh?
there, I will, because we'll be
Mouse?
playing Mario Kart.
You haven't used it as a mouse yet?
I did use it as a mouse. You can still use it as a mouse without the wrist straps. I think it just makes it more stable. Yeah, the mouse is cool. There's just nothing that uses the mouse right now.
Exactly.
They
I mean, yeah.
What? They killed Espeon?
Who?
What do you mean?
Who are they killing?
This is falling apart. Alright, well, we didn't get a shiny Shadow Miltank, so there's that.
They killed Espeon in the wild.
That's crazy. So it's not as free as just mashing buttons. That's unfortunate. We just need to get to the next fight. We don't need to win it. Because as soon as we catch Houndoom, Shadow Houndoom, we can check it if it's shiny. If it's not, we'll reset. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
What do you think would happen, hypothetically speaking,
Uh-huh.
if the police didn't show up to a protest site?
They didn't show up. I mean, I guess, like, it would just be less safe, because the police usually will, like, the main purpose of police being there is to, like, block traffic and stuff so that protesters don't get run over and, like, close off streets and whatever. And so, like, because that's why they were there during the Pride Parade. And that's keeping everybody safe. But if police don't show up to a protest, the protest gets, like, disorganized and covers every street or whatever, and then there's huge traffic jams, and then, like, chaos would erupt from just, like, organization, I guess, of the protest. But, like, I don't think it would become violent. I mean, you know, unless there were some bad actors in the first place, and then it would have become violent either way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It'd become violent either way if people were already planning on doing something like that. It doesn't usually stop them if there's police there. In fact, if it's going to be violent, or if someone's going in, like, looking for a fight, basically, and there's police there, that gives them even more of an excuse to do it. Luminion, I need to use Silverwind and Agile style. Alright, don't just say, what? Did I say something wrong? Or, like, what do you think?
No, it's definitely an interesting perspective that I partially share. Or mostly share. That's interesting to hear. Like the riot police is what I'm talking about. Which I do think
I mean,
it would honestly
mm-hmm.
make a lot of people, especially with I don't know, I think it makes sense. But there's also a lot of conflict, I guess.
Yeah. I think the riot police showing up to a peaceful protest kind of, in this society and in this, like, sort of protesting culture that we've cultivated in this country recently, I think it usually always makes matters worse. It gives
Yeah.
people an excuse to, start being more aggressive than they normally would be because there's now an opposition standing and facing them. And it also, what's been happening, especially in LA recently, is a lot of riot cops are like baiting and egging on, sort of, they're escalating it, basically. They're not.
Well, they definitely are.
Yeah, they're the ones escalating it. They're the ones that are like even perpetrating a lot of like the shit that's going on. Like, I mean, this is a story I heard, so I always want to give a disclaimer on a story I've heard because I haven't researched it myself. But there was, a video of police car burning in LA, and
Yes.
like protesters that were there said that the police car was set on fire by a policeman as to make an excuse to, start arresting people.
Well, what I was thinking was it only takes one person to set a fire.
Yes.
And that could just be one bad actor, even if it was in a peaceful thing.
Exactly.
Or, I mean, a peaceful demonstration. But I also heard that through Instagram stuff and videos that policemen were also beating up their own cars and then blaming it on protesters so they could arrest people. I saw videos of protesters themselves beating on cops' cars by like throwing bricks and stuff. But there was also the other side of it where some cops were actually doing it themselves.
Yeah, the video that I just got shown was a bunch of riot police like quartering in a bunch of peaceful protesters. The video was obviously from the perspective of a protester, and there was no one in the group that they were in that was like trying to fight or anything. They were just standing there. It was peaceful. And all the riot cops were around them, surrounding them on like the city block, and they said that the cops said that they weren't allowed to leave. And there's a curfew of 8 p.m. So they were holding them there to wait until 8 p.m. so that they can arrest them.
Yeah.
For breaking curfew.
I was watching Channel 5's Night 1 in LA, and they pretty much did the same thing because they surrounded the protest group around the bridges and stuff, and then since they were surrounded, they also had them telling them like opposing directions. So like the cops on one side were saying go that way,
yeah,
because they were blocking something off, and cops on the other side were saying go that way because they were blocking that part off on purpose. So they were trapped, and this Channel 5 guy had to climb a fence with other people to get out of the circle.
The closing in. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so they could leave and not get arrested or spend the night in.
Jeez.
So like holding cells or whatever.
What Pokemon? I guess I still need to use all of these, so I guess I'll put Lumineon back for now. Yeah, so, I mean, there's bad actors on both sides. We have to remember that, and we have to understand that, and we have to, like, allow room for that in our conversations about this stuff, because it just gets so mixed up on purpose, because people just want to jump to one side or the other and, like, not have a conversation about it.
Exactly. The problem comes when the police assume that all of the protesters are bad actors and are just, I guess, following orders or whatever to instigate them or try and get them arrested. And also comes when people on the other side assume all the police are bad actors and they antagonize them or destroy their cars.
Yep.
which then both sides are dehumanized and more like looking at a mob to the other side.
Yep. Yeah.
Especially since the police seem to be usually in most of the videos seem to be under orders not to even talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's usually what they're supposed to do.
They don't say anything, which makes the protesters dehumanize them more because they're not saying anything to anyone except for like maybe an order if they're walking somewhere. It does make it feel like militia law or something, martial law.
Martial law, yeah. Well, LA is under martial law because they have a curfew.
Damn, really?
Yeah, they
What
are
about
under
homeless
martial
people?
law.
Have they been arresting homeless people?
What does that have to do with martial law?
Well, they can't. They don't have a curfew. They can't be inside by curfew. What do you mean?
I don't know. From my understanding, there is like a lot less. I don't know. From my understanding, there are like homeless shelters and a lot more homeless like accommodations in LA for homeless people than in other places in the country. So maybe they do have a place to go.
Well, yeah, they might have a place to go. That doesn't mean they're gonna want to go there. So my question is,
They have to. No, you get arrested if it doesn't matter if they're homeless or not. You have to go somewhere or get arrested.
They might just want to get arrested. That's a lot of random. That's a lot of effort to be put into arresting a bunch of homeless people.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a lot. I don't know.
Okay, Remoraid does need to use Charge Beam and Ice Beam. Okay. Sorry. What were you saying?
I just think there's a disconnect between the fact that there's so many people willing to go out of their way to protest this and the fact that there's now a bunch of police and ICE that are there for the purpose of doing the opposite of what this many people want.
Yeah.
It's definitely more like trying to silence the dissent, or at least write it out, instead of actually doing anything about it. Like, they're pretty much saying they're not gonna listen.
Yeah. Yep. We just have too many people are on edge already, and it's an overall like it's just an overall problem in our country. That the tensions are so high. There's things
Also,
outside of protests that we can do to help, fix the tensions and stuff, but we don't do those things.
And what was the thing they kept saying that California and LA is the shelter state? Nation state? No. It's like something where the ICE aren't supposed to be able to do what they're doing.
Yeah, and the government told them to leave. Like the governor of California told them to leave or to not come in, and they said no, we're coming in anyway. Where's all the Republicans saying states' rights? Oh my god! It's just such obvious hypocrisy, but no one cares. No one cares because it's like sports teams. Just as long as they have their sports team, doesn't matter. Hypocrisy doesn't matter.
It's gonna be very terrible on the Switch one.
What? What'd you say?
Do you think that ZA is gonna be terrible to run on Switch 1?
Um, this is kind of their first time doing this, kind of. When it comes to making two different versions of the same game for different systems that have different power levels. I think that it will be not as bad as Scarlet and Violet's performance. And I think it's going to be closer to the difference between running Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon on a 3DS versus a new 3DS. I think it'll be closer to that. I mean, I think there will be, more obvious things like reduced graphics, probably reduced frame rate, probably, but I don't think it's going to be as unplayable as Scarlet and Violet was. That's my guesstimate. We'll see if that means anything once it comes out in October. Can't believe it's coming out during Spooky Month. What the hell?
Yeah. Also, how long were you talking for?
Stay out of my Spooky Month. I'm supposed to play scary games during that month. How long is I what?
Talking for?
Oh, did you not hear any of that?
All I heard it was completely silent, and I thought you didn't say anything. And then all I heard was how Scarlet and Violet was. That was the last thing.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't know.
Weird.
No,
I said... Okay, here's what I said. I'll say it all again. I don't care. I'll say it all again, Lib. Just for you. Just for you.
Abbreviated.
Okay, so TLDR, or TLDL, because you didn't listen, is, I think that it's not going to run as poorly as Scarlet and Violet did on Switch 1. However, I think it's going to be closer to the difference between how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon ran on the original 3DS versus the new 3DS that had increased specs. I think it'll probably be a little bit worse performance than that, because that wasn't that noticeable, but there were...
Ultra Sun and Moon ran differently?
Yeah, it ran slower, it ran shittier, but it was only really actually noticeable when you were in a double battle, which didn't come up often in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So yeah. I think it will still have reduced graphics, it'll have reduced frame rate, but I don't think it's going to feel like Scarlet and Violet feels when you play that on Switch 1. I think it'll still feel a lot more playable on Switch 1. That's my guesstimate, and we'll see if that means anything by the time it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really notice the difference when me and Hope played it side by side. Really.
Because one of you had the new one and one of you had the old one?
Yeah, Hope always had the new 3DS, and I always had the Luigi original 3DS. Well, not original, because it was the Luigi version still.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Scarlet and Violet. I don't think... Hopefully, we don't ever have to deal with Scarlet and Violet levels of shitty performance ever again from the Pokemon Company, and that they've learned their lesson, but we'll see. Also, I think I told you last week, or sometime before I had the Switch 2, that there was an upgrade pack for Scarlet and Violet that cost $10. Did I tell you that?
Maybe? I
lied. It was free, yeah. I thought it was 10, but I was thinking of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which actually adds new content. Yeah, those are $20 each for the upgrade packs.
Oh, damn.
And they not only run better, but they actually have new content added. The Scarlet and Violet was just an update, just a free update. And the Switch 2 version, or the Switch 2 upgrade pack for ZA, I think is also $10 or $20. whatever it is, it adds up to be the same price as the Switch 2 version of the game, I think. So I think the Switch 2 version of the game is $70, Switch 1 version is $60, and then $10 upgrades you. I think that's what it is.
Interesting.
That's definitely a word for it. Dead.
Oh my god. I honestly forgot how many 3DS versions that they have. Well, they mostly just have new and old, I guess, but they also have XL.
XL variants, and that's about it. And then
Variants.
the 2DS, if you count that shit.
I would count that shit, yeah.
The 2DS and the new 2DS?
New 2D. No, they don't have a new 2DS.
Yeah, they did.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they did. They had a 2DS that came out when the 3DS was a thing, and then they had a 2DS that came out when the new 3DS was a thing. So it's the 2DS and the new 2DS.
Really?
Yeah, I have the new one, which is the one that flips. The original 2DS is an abomination piece of paper.
Right.
You remember that?
Oh, it's the one that doesn't open or close.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have the new one. I did not consider that one.
You didn't count that one?
No, it looks like they were trying to go back to like Game Boy look with two screens.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. You know, the thing is, on the original 2DS, it's not two screens. It's one screen with a plastic like divider in between them.
That's fucking weird.
It's because it's easier and cheaper to put one screen in than two smaller screens.
Yeah.
Charge beam and ice beam. Okay. Charge beam. I need to remember that Remoraid can learn freaking electric moves, because if I ever end up in a situation where I'm playing like an older Pokemon game and Remoraid's not a Pokemon I usually ever use, it's just good type advantage for a water type to have an electric move.
Yeah.
Water types rarely get moves like that. Okay, is there something I need to do for Miss Magius? Because there's a Miss Magius here now.
Wow, yeah, the Switch 2 difference is wild.
Of what?
I'm looking at the difference.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's actually playable. It's actually a playable game. I need to defeat with Dark type move or catch. So let me go catch this Miss Magius.
But the first route actually looks good.
Yeah, I wanted to play a new playthrough. That's why I was asking if I could borrow Scarlet, but now it sounds like... Well, no, it doesn't sound like anything. You can't get a Switch 2. It's too late. Ha-ha!
I'm not getting a Switch 2.
I know, because you can't.
I can't. No, it's because I'm choosing not to, Justice.
No, it's because you don't have a choice, because you can't get one, because they're all $700 now, so...
No, it's because it's a choice, Justice.
Whatever you need to tell yourself.
I'm standing my ground, Justice.
Oh no. Don't shoot Nintendo. Wait, where'd it go? It's gone! I just saw the Miss Magius, and now it's gone. That's so stupid. I need to catch those, like, a lot. I need to catch them a lot. The sun's going down. Hopefully that changes the... Hopefully that changes the spawns up there once it hits nighttime. And then I can go catch Miss Magius. I didn't realize I had so much to do with Miss Magius, otherwise I would have just, you know... every time it was nighttime while I've been grinding this, I would have just gone up to where Miss Magius spawns. Oh no, they haven't respawned. All the poor Magikarps have been destroying. Haven't respawned. What is that Pokemon? Is that a Zangoose? What is that? It is a Zangoose, okay. So I guess we'll just bite Porygon 2. Psychic on Zangoose, okay. They haven't respawned yet, so time to go destroy some poor Roselias.
Oh, have you tried doing battles with other people and seeing some of it?
No.
Like the dungeon ones?
Oh, yes, I did do one, but I did it solo, so it doesn't count. But it was, yeah, it didn't frame dip the whole time, so.
Crazy.
I know. Actually playable. The reflections are still broken, though. The reflections are still, like, not how reflections work in real life.
You mean like in water?
No, like in the crystals. In Area 0 and in those,
That's funny.
Yeah, it still just shows a copy of your Pokemon from the back.
Weird.
Actually wild.
They actually didn't do any actual coding.
No, they just made it run better. They just basically what we're playing is, well, it spawns like they encoded the spawn radius to be bigger, and they had to code the maximum number of Pokemon that can be on screen to be different. Other than those two things, we're basically just playing what people who have been emulating Scarlet and Violet on PC have been playing for years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, so true.
But, to be fair, I never did it myself, so I never bothered doing it myself. So now I get to experience it for the first time.
Yeah, whatever you say.
The first time. There's so many reasons for me to play Arceus, not only get the Dex complete, but once the Dex is complete and I catch Arceus, I'll be able to shiny hunt it in BDSP. And so there's two things on my to-do list or on my bingo card. And then get a rock or tree shiny. I also have to do in this game on my bingo card. So there's 3 reasons for me to be playing this right now.
You still haven't got one?
I can't believe it. I did get my first ever Space-Time Distortion shiny, though. A week or 2 ago. Yeah.
I don't know if I have one of those yet.
I never got one until recently. So if only I had picked Space-Time Distortion shiny instead of Rock or Tree shiny, then I would be done.
Interesting.
So
yeah,
sad.
I don't know if I've even done that one, actually. It's a good question.
Speaking of Space-Time Distortion, there's one showing up right now, so I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know why I bother checking out Space-Time Distortions. It's literally, I don't need anything in there for my decks. Oops, I used Play Rough on accident. I meant to do Agile style Play Rough.
Yeah, I really think if the games of Scarlet and Violet released the way they play on the Switch too, I wouldn't have had such a big problem about it.
100% yes.
I probably would have even played the DLC.
Yep.
But not anymore.
Nope. Listen, think of it this way, alright? The, Pokemon Company Game Freak is so far more advanced than Nintendo that they made a really good game and Nintendo's hardware had to catch up to it.
No. That's not how it works. Sorry.
When I was doing the comparison and playing it, I was like, holy shit. You know, I think the actual original launch of Scarlet and Violet on Switch 1 probably would have went over fine and probably would have played really well if they had developed a Switch-specific game engine to run it on instead of using the 3DS game engine from X and Y.
Or if they used any or all of the tricks from Breath of the Wild, would have also worked.
Well, it's just different engines. They're just different engines. So if they had made a purpose-built game engine for the Switch instead of trying to use a 3DS one, it probably would have ran way better, like Breath of the Wild did. Because when they made Breath of the Wild, you're damn sure they built an engine for that for Switch. They're not reusing like Skyward Sword's game engine.
Absolutely not. Also, remind me what a game engine is for my friend here.
Oh yeah, for your friend. A game engine is like the underlying code that helps that translates your code of the actual game into instructions for the hardware of the system.
So it's not hardware.
Right, it's not an actual physical engine. You can tell your friend that.
Did you hear it? Yeah, it's not hardware. You were actually wrong. That's so funny you thought that. They're laughing. Okay.
It's basically the reason why you can't run a program built for Windows on a Mac, and they have to be two separate versions built separately. It's because the hardware is different, the operating system is different, etc. So reusing an engine from an older or different system probably made things run way worse. Because
yep,
it would have to emulate
that sounds like it.
Okay, so we are gonna catch this Absol. And we're not going to use Psychic because Psychic does not affect Dark types. Good job, me, remembering that shit.
Good job.
Because last time, that's what killed Espeon. I was attacking like a Sharpedo with Psychic, and it wasn't affecting it.
Justice.
What? I forgot. Also, I can barely see what I'm doing on that screen, so... Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I opened my phone for. I need to count my encounters. Time is it? Okay, it's about 5 o'clock. We are going to do the Space-Time Distortion, and then we're going to end the stream. Is that a... Oh, yep. That's an Alpha Badoo, alright. You gotta love Alpha babies. They're so funny. Shiny Hunt. I wonder what they're going to introduce in, I wonder what they're going to introduce in Legend ZA as the gimmick. I guess the gimmick is just, we brought back an old gimmick.
Yep.
That's probably what it is. We brought back Megas, and we added new ones. That's the gimmick all over. No, they're going to add a gimmick. There's going to be a gimmick tied in. I'm sure there will. Because they always add new... like Pokemon and like regional forms. They always add that. So I think they're just gonna treat the new Megas kind of like regional forms. So I think there will be an added on gimmick. Not only do things Mega evolve, but like now you don't need to use the Mega Stone as a held item or some shit. I don't know. They're gonna do something.
Oh, maybe. I can see that. Like they eat it. They eat the Mega.
They eat it. Yeah, it's like Max Soup. It's like Max Soup. It lets them Gigantamax.
It's a Mega Stone candy. Bonbon, since it's in France.
Oh, true. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of French people in this fucking game,
Make a
dude.
bonbon. Yummy. What they sound like? Bonbon. It's a little bonbon. Do you have a Switch 2 camera?
No. You can use just about any USB camera, though. Somebody tested this camera that I got sent from my job from work, and it works like way better than the Switch camera. So if I wanted to use a camera, I'd probably plug in this one I got from work.
Yeah, they honestly didn't look that good, even in the trailers. Shit camera.
The camera's fine. The main thing that sucks the most on every single webcam that was tested is the microphone. So using a separate USB microphone is way, way better, like in audio quality. So I actually have one right here.
Isn't there only one USB port?
Not when it's docked.
Okay, so you can only do it when it's docked.
Yeah, there was a really, really cute piranha plant, camera that I kind of really want. The only unfortunate thing is the camera is worse than the Switch 2 camera.
Yeah,
but
it's
the only one that you can have you can have plugged in and like use feasibly with it in handheld mode. So maybe it's worth it.
Maybe you should just find a 3D printed piranha plant one and put it over the better camera.
Aww, maybe. But it looks so good.
3D print your own. Pay someone else instead.
They're gonna fucking kill Espeon again.
Murder!
Do we have a hyper potion? Yes, we do. We're using it. Poor Espeon. Doesn't deserve this shit.
Destroy! Destroy!
Oh, it got paralyzed. Oh, nice. Okay. Hey, space-time distortion time. Let's go. Nope, nope. I don't want to be on a bird. Thank you. Oh, hello, Sylveon and Eevee. Can I pick up that thing next to you? Thanks, appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Dude, the Hyper Beam is crazy. Hello, Shieldon. Yeah, the shiny I got from the Space-Time Distortion was Shieldon. Oh, hi, Rowlet. Alright, where's the last one that needs to pop up?
Pauline.
Oh, Cranidos. Hello, Cranidos.
Am I the only one who hates Pauline?
I don't know who that is, so...
Good. Maybe you'll hate her too.
Good? Hang on, wait. Dusknor? Do I need to do something with you, Dusknor? No, he's perfected already.
Oh, that Pengu. I didn't know they added that to the game.
Who's Pauline, Lib?
Terrible.
Who is she? Is she from, X and Y?
What? No. In, Mario Kart World.
Oh! She's fine. I mean, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking with her. Oh my god! Has it always been like this?
Dolphin in Mario Kart World?
Yeah, you can be Dolphin. It's just called Dolphin, too. Isn't that great?
What? There's a crab?
Yeah, and they left out Diddy Kong, by the way, for those characters.
The crab's just sitting on the bike. It doesn't wrap its legs around the bike. It doesn't sit on the bike. It just its legs are dangling in the air. On the bike.
That's too much to ask for Nintendo about the crab. By the way, I had not noticed this before, but in Legends Arceus, when you go through the mud on the weird ear,
it puts it on the weird.
It puts mud. There's mud on the weird ear. What? I had no idea.
That's the second time you discovered that.
What do you mean? That's the second time I've discovered that. I've never seen that shit before in my life.
Yep.
Never happened. No, no, don't say yes. No, we didn't.
We had this exact same revelation.
We've never learned this before in my life.
The last time we played together, I'm just put it out there. It's online.
No way. Fake news. You can't even find the clip. Not real.
I mean, whoa, Weird Ear Mud. crazy.
Yo, Weird Air gets mud on him! Oh my
What
god!
attention to detail.
Do I get mud on me when I go into the mud? I do! There gets mud on me!
Whoa,
Oh my
god!
Mud on
Mud on
me!
me?
We have the technology for mud on me?
Mud on me?
We have the technology for mud on me?
Stuck on me? Oh wow, you can actually fly. I forgot about that.
What do you mean?
I forgot that when you have the DLC that the ride Pokemon can fly.
Lib. When the space-time distortion stopped, it crashed my game.
Oh!
I didn't
Your
save.
game?
What do you mean? Why would it do that to
Crashed
me?
your game?
It didn't save all of the stuff I worked on in the last, like, 30 minutes. Didn't save.
Are you playing Legends Arceus on the Switch too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It crashed. I still have
Oh
Mantike.
my
He's not even
God.
evolved yet. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh
The
my
Switch 2 is a liability, Justice. You can't trust it. You gotta go back to the beginning when we first got the game and we had to save or put autosave on every 5 minutes.
There's no autosave in this game, I thought.
It's in the settings, I thought.
I
It's
didn't think...
autosave.
Is
It
there
just saves every
autosave?
amount of time.
Oh yeah, there is autosave!
I have to turn it off for shiny hunting, Justice.
Oh my god, I
noticed.
turned it on, or I turned it off so long ago when the game came out, I thought that this game didn't have an autosave. Alright, well, time to fucking turn it on for the first time in years on Switch 2, so that it doesn't reset all my progress again, god damn it. Alright, screw it, we're just gonna finish this shiny hunt real quick. This one encounter. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I deserve that, don't I?
I'm sorry, that wasn't for you.
I took it from me.
Okay.
Why is he getting paralyzed? Does Bite paralyze? Bite flinches, not paralyze.
True.
Oh! Oh, I know what's doing it. It's secret power. My secret power is paralyzing them. Oh. Yeah?
Are the loading screens faster
On what?
on Pokemon games?
I mean, guaranteed 100% they are on Scarlet and Violet. By a lot.
Was there not an update for Legends?
No, there was not an update for any other games.
Aww.
I know.
Why would they not?
But I wouldn't be surprised if it is a little bit faster. The biggest improvement will be Scarlet and Violet. It went from a 15-second load time to fast travel within the same map to a 2-second load time. And it went from a 30-second load time when you're fast traveling between the different DLC maps to a 3-second load time.
Ooh.
So it's insanely fast. Like, I don't even have time. I said this on the stream I was testing it on. I was like, dang it, like, I used to be able to take a break and, like, drink some water and stuff. Now I don't have time to drink water when I'm playing these games. I, like, click on it, and then we're there, and I have water in my hand, and I'm like, damn it, I put my controller down. Now there's a shiny. Now I missed it.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna check all 3 of these Pokemon here. We're gonna catch this Houndoom, and we're gonna check the Miltank and the Absol.
I'm pretty sure the cameras are pretty bad.
What do you mean?
480p, like 480p bad.
Well, watch Austin John's comparison, because he shows you what the other person will see when you're in game chat with them, with all the cameras. It kind of almost doesn't matter how good of a camera you get, because it is sent over the Nintendo Online service, and so that will reduce, it'll just reduce the clarity of the camera.
So they said it doesn't matter what we do with these cameras, we'll just put out a 480p camera anyway, since it'll be that much anyway. And
No.
then they sold it for $60.
No, the camera's 1080p. All the cameras are 1080p.
I don't think the Piranha cameras is that.
I'm not sure about the Piranha camera, but the main OEM Switch 2 camera is 1080p, and then the other one he tested with that was good, the one my work sent me, that's also 1080p.
I have to go. I have to go to Grandpa's house.
Yeah,
now.
you do. I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway, and we'll be behind you
He'll be behind us.
by like an hour.
Okay. I guess redo everything you just did and have fun.
No, I'm done playing Legends Arceus. I'm just doing this final shiny check.
You quit.
Yeah, will you watch my shiny check though? What if I get a shadow shiny right now?
Watching.
What if I got it right now? Like right now.
Got it right now.
Yeah, like what if it was like right now?
What if it was like? What if it was like?
What if it was right now?
Why can't I find your stream?
Oh my god. You're not even watching. I'm about to check.
Their stream's not on stream.
You better hurry. Oh, I'm definitely on stream.
No?
Oh my god, I'm not?
No?
Oh my god, I'm not. What the fuck?
Okay.
Go to YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube, but not Twitch for some reason. What the fuck?
Okay. Let me look.
That's so stupid. Alright, I'm about to check anyway. Let's see. Pokemon doesn't look like they're shiny at all.
No.
No shinies. You can tell by looking at their icons. They have different icons when they're shiny. So you can check them all at once like that. Let me see what the Miltank shiny icon looks like. Miltank shiny Coliseum. Coliseum icon.
Is that rock? That is rock.
Oh, it has its mouth open. Usually the biggest difference is they have their mouths open for some reason.
Oh.
Why does the thing look like that? Cool.
Does Absol have its mouth open too?
Absolutely. They're all screaming because they're weird and they're in pain.
They're screaming in pain. Yeah, they're all not shiny. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I've done 7 total encounters for this shiny Houndoom. That's it. Not even 10 encounters yet. That's crazy. It just takes so long. I'm sure once I get used to the like options I select in battle, yeah, it'll be better. All right, that's it.
All right,
Bye-bye.